Man, it's been so long since I reacted to Ricky Gervais. Um, I am a big fan. So I only really know of Ricky Gervais from two things: the Golden Globes and GTA 4. If you remember, if you ever played Grand Theft Auto 4, you know that you could go to a comedy club and they only had two. They only had two people. They had Ricky Gervais and they had Cat Williams. And I mean, God, I love Grand Theft Auto. I can't wait for Grand Theft Auto 6. But Ricky Gervais, I mean, I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I know he pissed a lot of people off, and he said in 2020 it was gonna be his last time. I don't know why they didn't make him the permanent host. Like, there was no better host. When you think controversial, significant moments, like, let's be honest, award shows, period. I mean, there is just it's a dying thing. Nobody watch, like, the only reason why people watch the Grammys this year is because they had damn near everybody there. You know what I'm saying? Nobody watches the Oscars. Nobody watches, like, award shows that, like, it's done. It's too much political speeches, and like, they just ruined the whole essence of an award show and the fun about it. And when Ricky Gervais was hosting the Golden Globes, that was not the case. That was not the case. I vividly remember this one. I know he made a Jennifer Lawrence joke about how she was talking about, oh, women don't get paid enough and all this. Meanwhile, she was making, like, at the time, 2016, she coming fresh off the Hunger Games. I think they said Jennifer Lawrence was making, like, if you add up every single dollar she made from the Hunger Games, it was like over almost $200 million. And she was saying that she was talking about women not having enough money, which I get. I understand what she was trying to say. But it's just typical Hollywood, typical celebrities. Right message, wrong messenger. That's usually what it is. And that's what I love about Ricky Gervais and his jokes. And so, anyway, I'm rambling. I really want to watch this because Ricky Gervais, for one, is hilarious. Two, I want to see it since it's been so long. Three, I just genuinely enjoy his work on the Golden Globes. So let's not waste no more time. Yes, I know who Ricky Gervais is. We don't have to do no research. We'll do some minor research afterwards. But let's go.
Live from the star-filled International Ballroom of the Beverly Hilton Hotel. Welcome to the 73rd Annual Golden Globe Awards. And now your host for the evening, ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Gervais.
Thank you. Shush. Shut up. You disgusting, pill-popping, sexual deviant scum. I want to do this monologue and then go into hiding, okay? Not even Sean Penn will find me. Snitch. Hello and welcome to the 73rd Annual Golden Globe Awards, live from the Beverly Hilton Hotel, with all these rich, beautiful celebrities having the time of their lives. Let's hope no one spoils that. Yeah. Relax, I'm going to try and be nice. You're global megastars with amazing talent, most of you. A few of you just married well. You know who you are. We all do. We all do.
Yeah.
We're live on NBC, and it's right that NBC hosts this award show because they're the only network who are truly fair and impartial. And that's because they're the only network with 0 nominations. So, nothing in it for them tonight. They don't care they don't care, obviously. But as I say, I'm going to be nice tonight. I've changed. Not as much as Bruce Jenner, obviously. Now Caitlyn Jenner, of course. What a year she's had. She became a role model for trans people everywhere, showing great bravery in breaking down barriers and destroying stereotypes. She didn't do a lot for women drivers, but... You can't have everything, can you? Not at the same time. Anyway, so I am going to be nice tonight, and I'll tell you why. The president of the Hollywood Foreign Press just told me that if I say anything offensive or crass or resort to innuendo, he is going to come out here and personally pull me off. So that's an offer I couldn't refuse. Yes, that is the level. An old man pulling me off. Again. At least Jeffrey Tambor did it in a dress. What a year he's had. Oh,
look at his face.
Role. Yeah, no.
Look at his face. That's probably the best part. Everything about when Ricky Gervais hosts the Golden Globes is amazing. For one, let's start with just the simple aspect of it. How he walks on stage with the beer. Right? Just letting you know off rip, I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna do this, this well thought, well written out monologue that a bunch of writers wrote for me. We're gonna get to the shits, and I don't care how you and then just how, and again, as somebody who works in TV, and just how the control room and everything, like, this is purposely done. Like, they purposely find these people, get their faces, and oh man, just look at his face. Oh man, okay, all right, whatever. Oh man, I want to see his face. Just look at his face. It's a stroke. Everything about Ricky Gervais hosting this show is a stroke of genius.
Every day he has to put on all the women's clothes and the hair and makeup and let people film it. That takes balls. So I don't know how he does it. I really don't. I've seen his balls. They're huge and long. I don't know if he tucks them in the bra or does that thing when you push them out the back and let them hang out like a bulldog. No one knows. I love Jeffrey Tambor. I don't know if that's because he's such a great actor or because he reminds me of my nan. One Hollywood publication said that me hosting would mean that some film stars would stay away for fear of being made fun of. As if film stars are stay away from the chance of winning a Golden Globe. Particularly if their film company has already paid for it.
They put the camera right on Weinstein. Oh man, it's crazy. You know what's so crazy? Let me slide this over. You know what's so crazy? This is what 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23. This is 7 years old. While that seems like such a long time ago, it's really not. I mean, and it kind of is, because I'm sitting here looking at Brad Pitt. He definitely looks a lot younger than he looks now. I mean, but just how the world has completely changed since this Like, wow, just seeing Harvey Weinstein is like, it just knowing what we know now and knowing that so many people in that room knew what was going on. Oh man, that's why I love that 2020 joke where Ricky said, he said the Harvey Weinstein joke, and he said, "I didn't do it, motherfuckers. You did that shit." He's sitting front row laughing, and then to the actual joke. Like, again, I work in TV, so I personally know that networks pay for awards. So when he says that joke, I'm just sitting there thinking, like, wow, like, like, it has nothing to do with talent at all. It's like everything is bought. Everything. This is Ricky is a genius, man. He really is.
So what's happened this last year in this crazy business we called show? The Excellent Spotlight has been nominated. Yeah. The Catholic Church are furious about the film as it exposes the fact that 5% of all their priests have repeatedly molested children and been allowed to continue to work without punishment. Roman Polanski called it the best date movie ever. Jennifer Lawrence made the news when she demanded equal pay for women in Hollywood, and she received, overwhelming support from people everywhere. There were marches on the street with nurses and factory workers saying, how the hell can a 25-year-old live on 52 million? There were plumbers around the world going, poor girl in town, what's fucking hell? So, but joking aside, of course women should be paid the same as men for doing the same job. And I'd like to say now that I'm getting paid exactly the same as Tina and Amy did last year for hosting it. No, I know there was two of them, but it's not my fault if they want to share the money, is it? That's their stupid fault. It's funny because it's true. The Hollywood Foreign Press deemed The Martian a comedy and even nominated it. And hence, Matt Damon is here tonight, so that worked a treat, didn't it? To be fair, The Martian was a lot funnier than Pixels. But then again, so was Schindler's List. It's just a film. All female remakes are the big thing. There's a female remake of Ghostbusters. There's going to be a female remake of Ocean's 11. And this is brilliant for the studios because they get guaranteed box office results and they don't have to spend too much money on the cast. So... Shut up, I don't care. Listen, if you do win tonight, remember that no one cares about that award as much as you do, okay? Don't get emotional, it's embarrassing, okay? That award is, no offence, worthless. It's a bit of metal that some nice old confused journalists wanted to give you in person so they could meet you and have a selfie with you, okay? That's all it is.
I remember, so my mentor is, he's one of the best. You can't tell me he's not one of the greatest just news personalities and anchors to ever live. I won't say his name, but he has like 20 or 30 Emmys. He has so many Emmys. I went to his house, right? He had like 10 of them in his attic. He hadn't been up there in years. He has Emmys in his attic. They were just sitting up there, like, literally dust balls was all. I'm like, now granted he got 20 or 30 of them, right? So But it's like still such a prestigious award that so many people die for. He just had him sitting in his attic. He actually gave him away. He wanted another mentor of mine has one of his Emmys because he just asked for it. He said, "Hey, can I have one of your Emmys? I know that you're not done." He said, "Sure, take them. Take a couple of them." I mean, I won't say they're worthless. We all know when you win those type of awards, if you're a producer or director, you get an increase in funding. If you're an actor, you definitely get a boost in pay when you win any one of these awards. But yeah, what he's saying is absolutely true. It's not like it's a Nobel Peace Prize or something. Like it's literally nothing. It's nothing. But I love how demoralizing he's literally ruining the winner's night, saying, "Look, all that getting crying and emotional, and you look stupid. It's worth nothing." He's ruining everybody's night before it gets started. I love that.
I've got three Golden Globes myself, so I can say one's a doorstop, one I used to hit burglars with, and one I keep by the bed to. Doesn't matter why. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. Oh, I want it fair and square. It's just the right shape and size. It's nothing. Yeah. So to be clear, that was a joke about me shoving Golden Globes that I've won up my arse. And they asked me to host 4 times. Jesus. Let's do the show, shall we? On a serious note, the Golden Globes are about excellence. To win one, you have to do something amazing. Neither of our first 2 presenters have won a Golden Globe. I don't know what they're doing here, really, but I don't choose the guests.
That's so funny.
Please welcome the fantastic Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill.
That's so funny.
Welcome back. The Golden Globes doesn't have an in memoriam section to get you all depressed. Instead, we let the president of the Hollywood Foreign Press say a few words. Please welcome Lorenzo Soria.
That's so funny.
Our next presenter is the star of the hilarious comedy The Martian.
That's terrible.
Oh, I nearly died. Right. He's also the only person who Ben Affleck hasn't been unfaithful to. Please welcome Matt Damon.
That's so fucked up, bro.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to work with
Eva Longoria and America Ferrera aren't just beautiful, talented actresses. They're also 2 people who your future president, Donald Trump, can't wait to deport.
Oh.
Please welcome Eva Longoria and America Ferrera.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's great.
Welcome back. Joy and Trainwreck. No, not the names of Charlie Sheen's 2 favourite hookers. The films of our next 2 presenters. They're best friends, by the way. They wanted me to tell you that. And if you forget, they said they'd tweet you and remind. Basically, they come round and shout it through. They're best friends. It's like they've never had a friend before. Please welcome Amy Schumer and Jennifer Lawrence.
Can I just say, Amy Schumer's rise, and I won't say fall because I assume she's still doing something. It's been years since I heard from her, and but boy, that 2015, 2016 Amy Schumer, I went to go see Trainwreck because it had everybody in it. It had Amari Stoudemire, LeBron James. I think Bill Burr was in it. It had everybody in that freaking movie. I just knew it was going to be great. It was one of the John Cena was in the freaking movie having sex. It was one of the driest movies ever. Oh my goodness. But boy, again, how times have changed, man. I mean, you would have thought Amy Schumer was like the next, like she was gonna be like the female Eddie Murphy or something. Like she was just a walking bank around this time. It's just, oh man, it's just amazing. But that Charlie Sheen jokes, that's hilarious. Joy, and the way he says the jokes, Joy and Trainwreck. No, not the names of Charlie Sheen's two favorite hookers. The films, I mean, the intros that he get, like what Matt Damon did. I think it's two great approaches to dealing with Ricky Gervais intros. You either just go straight into it and act like you don't even just... I actually think that's actually the best way to go about it. Just disregard it. Disregard the joke, the intro, and just go straight in. Just look at the teleprompter and read what you gotta read. Do not try to respond. I was going to say it's another way, and again, the way Matt Damon did it was funny. But Matt Damon has a naturally charismatic, way about him. So he was able to get away with the whole, oh boy, and everybody started to laugh. But everybody can't do that. It's best to just read what's on the teleprompter and keep it moving. Oh man, I mean, Ricky is amazing, man.
Oh, this show is way too long, isn't it? It's way too... This could be half an hour. This one was in the writer's strike when they just read the winners and just... Okay. Let's get through it. Right. Unbelievable. Some people still think this award means something. The winners. Just listen to me. Listen. It doesn't just... Right. When Brad and Angelina see our next two adorable little presenters, they're going to want to adopt them. Please welcome Kevin Hart and Ken...
Oh, that's great. That's great. That is phenomenal. That's, oh man. That is, oh man. I don't even want to dissect that. That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
Okay. Right, listen, this is... Shush. Shush, shut up, really, seriously. Right. A few years ago, on this show, I made a joke about Mel Gibson getting a bit drunk and saying a few unsavoury things. We've all done it. I wasn't judging him, but now I find myself in the awkward position of having to introduce him again. Listen, I'm sure it's embarrassing for both of us, okay? And I blame NBC for this terrible situation. Mal blames... We know who Mal blames. Listen, I still feel a bit bad for it, right? Mel's forgotten all about it, apparently. That's what drinking does. No. I want to say something nice about Mel before he comes out. So... Oh, yeah, okay. Here you go. I'd rather have a drink with him in his hotel room tonight than with Bill Cosby. Please, Malcolm. Mal Gibson.
That is great, man. Oh, look at how he tried to sneak the drink. For one, even that. You notice he's really drinking this beer. He's really it's refilled like twice. It goes down. He's really drinking this beer. That's one. Two, that joke is amazing, right? I mean, again, boy, how times have changed, man. Oh, man. And that's when it just happened. Because Bill been in jail for a minute. He just got out. So must have been when he first went in. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. And the fact that he doesn't disguise it. Like, he doesn't like this guy. And he's like, I want to say something nice about him before. And then the fake hug, like, oh God, just that Hollywood fakeness, the double pat on the back, on the hug. It's like, what the, like, why? It's like, why? You know? Oh man, I completely forgot about that. Completely. Oh, Ricky was made for this. I don't know who said. I assume from what I remember, Ricky said he didn't want to do it anymore. But such a mistake, man. I mean, he was made to do this. He really was.
Yeah. I love seeing Ricky once every 3 years because it reminds me to get a colonoscopy.
That was funny. That was good. That was funny.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, if you'd left your drink here, you don't need to leave your drink here. I'll put you to sleep another way, son of a bitch.
Oh!
Listen.
Yes.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
I think we all want the answer to this.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Ask the guy that said it. It wasn't me. Thanks, Ricky, for your input. Okay.
Filth. All of it. Oh, we're back.
Oh, man.
Welcome back to the Golden Globes. Our next presenter is an actress who is both beautiful and talented. Born in England, she came to America and has taken Hollywood by storm. The star of the nominated movie The Danish Girl, please... It's a dude. Eddie Redmayne.
That's so fucked up.
Tom, thank you. I'm afraid that's it. We're out of time. From myself and Mal Gibson, shalom.
That's great. That's great. From me and Mel Gibson, shalom. That's just great. Man. And you know something I noticed after remembering the 2021? You could definitely tell, and it was always kind of like a, what do they call it? Why am I blanking? Why am I blanking? Conspiracy. Jesus Christ. It was always a conspiracy that that they told Ricky after his 2020 monologue that he couldn't go crazy on the intros. Because if you notice in his 2020s Golden Globes hosting, he had the crazy monologue, right? And then outside of the Bird Box Harvey Weinstein joke, he really doesn't. All of his intros are pretty simple. He does like quick little jabs, but nothing major. right? Like this whole show, he was going crazy. 2016, he was going crazy. I remember 2010, whole show, he went crazy. In the 2020, his last one, I think they told him, yo, you went a little too crazy. Chill. Right? If I could be tripping and I could just be buying into conspiracies, but I really do feel like they told Ricky to calm down. After his monologue, because again, his monologue was so crazy. The Tim Cook Apple joke. Oh man, what else did he say in that monologue? Of course, the infamous you have no right to lecture the public about anything except your award, thank your God, your agent, and fuck off. Like, his monologue was so crazy that I really do feel like the producers told him, you cannot introduce people, do a little joke, get off. Oh man. It's like, I don't know why Ricky doesn't want to do it again. I'm gonna assume just the times that we're in, he probably feel as though he can't do it because people get too pissed off. But that's the thing, like, cancel culture, insensitive, and all of this, PC stuff, it's kind of always existed, but it hasn't really been to this point since, I would say, since the late 2010s, let's say 2018, 2019, 2016. I mean, I'm really trying to put myself back in that time. Like, it was, again, because, Cosby went to jail. I think that was like a year or two before Harvey Weinstein. It was definitely starting to happen, but it wasn't as, I don't know, but I really do feel like Ricky should reconsider it. I mean, if it's a certain amount of money he wants, I think he's earned it. He's done it 5 times. He did 2010, 2011, 2012, 16, and 20. Yeah, 5 times. I definitely think he's earned it. Even though I don't think that's what it is at all. I don't think money's the inspiration at all. I don't know what it would take to get Ricky to do it again, but boy, I mean, it's his show. I gotta be honest with you. I don't think anybody has cared about the Golden Globes since 2020. I don't remember anybody talking about it last year or the past 2 years. I would assume it just passed. The Golden Globes is early in the year, like January, February. I ain't hear one word about it. I forgot it happened. If it did happen, when 2020 happened, everybody was talking about Ricky. So it's like, from a ratings perspective, from a controversy perspective, I'm sure from a money and advertisers perspective, it's a win-win. But again, if Ricky doesn't want to do it, he doesn't want to do it. But I mean, his way of just taking over the show, and that's the thing. Ricky in these rooms, he's like a C-list guy, but he's so real and authentic and fun and funny and just charismatic. He takes over the room, a room that has Brad Pitt, Angelina, Jennifer Lawrence, Channing Tatum, Kevin Hart, Lady Gaga. He steals the show. It's gosh, man, and nobody's gonna do that. When you watch these award shows, these hosts, they just do these corny jokes about current topics. Do a little skit here and there. Maybe do a little wise joke on somebody, make fun of somebody who may have done something embarrassing in the year, and then it's over. Ricky smacks you in the face. That's what we want. We want somebody who's going to smack these celebrities in the face, and on one of their most celebratory nights, just give them a bit of humble pie. That's it. That's it. That's all we want. And Ricky is the only person to do it. Chris Rock does it, but Chris Rock, this is the thing with Chris Rock. Chris Rock does it to make you uncomfortable. Chris Rock's intentions is to shake up the room and make you uncomfortable. While that's good for controversy. See, it's a good amount of people that even though they don't like Ricky's jokes and don't like when he cracks at them, they know he's funny. And they genuinely have a good time. I don't think people really have a good time with Chris. Because Chris' style of comedy already is kind of like, it almost does, it kind of ain't even jokes sometimes with Chris. Like, he's literally like just saying like real stuff that's just like, oh wow, I can't believe he said that. You know, Ricky actually tries to be funny, you know, so it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But I would love if Ricky Gervais was just Mr. Golden Globe. I think they should give him that title, Mr. Golden Globe, and just give him the show. Let him do it. I will let him produce it. Be a writer for the show. Legit. Like, just like, let this be Ricky's show. I guarantee it would get the most ratings every year. It would beat the Academy every year. Every year. But what do I know? Anyway, y'all let me know. It's been so long since I've done some comedy. This definitely was a breath of fresh air. Ricky Gervais is hilarious. His Golden Globe hostings are hilarious. I think I'll watch all of them. I think I only watched the 2020 one on this channel. I vaguely remember 2010, 2011, and 2012. If out of all 5 of them, I of course remember the 2020 one. That's the most recent, and I reacted to it. In 2016, I remember a couple of the jokes. The first 3, I really don't remember that much. I really don't. So I definitely would love to go down memory lane and watch the rest of them. So if y'all want me to check them out, y'all let me know. But y'all let me know about how y'all feel about Ricky, man. Do y'all think he's a good host? Do y'all think he ruins the show, or is it a match made in heaven? Do you agree with me? I think it's a match made in heaven. But again, what do I know? I would love to know how y'all feel about it. And as always, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time with Ricky Gervais. Peace.